You know what's strange? Money can move without ever really moving. And the unsettling part is that sometimes it moves through your world without you even noticing it's happening. You've felt this before. You open your bank app, look at the number, and for a second, it doesn't make sense. You've been working, trying to save, cutting small expenses, but somehow you still feel behind. Like money is coming in but not staying. Like it's passing through you instead of building for you. So your brain simplifies the problem. I'm not disciplined enough. I spend too much. I'm just bad with money. But what if the problem isn't just you? There are quiet, invisible systems moving money every single day outside the structure you think you understand. Not fully banks, not fully illegal, but somewhere in between. Financial behavior experts call this a parallel flow of money, and your habits play right into it. You trust what feels easy, fast, and familiar. So when someone says, send it this way, it's quicker, cheaper, you don't stop to question it. If it works, it must be safe. But that's not how these systems work. They're designed to feel normal while hiding something much deeper underneath. These systems exist for a reason. For millions of people, they're faster than banks, cheaper than banks, and sometimes the only option. No long forms, no waiting days, no complicated rules. You hand over cash here, and somehow someone receives it somewhere else in the world. No visible transfer, no clear path, just trust. And your brain loves that because it removes friction. But what feels simple on the surface is actually very complex underneath. What's really happening is that money isn't always moving the way you think. Sometimes it doesn't move at all, it gets replaced. Your money stays in one country, and somewhere else another pool of money pays the receiver. Later, balances are quietly settled through bank transfers, traded goods, or even physical cash movement. So the transaction you see isn't the real transaction, it's just one piece of a much larger system. Most of this money is completely normal families, sending money home, workers supporting their parents, real and honest transactions. But hidden inside that flow is something else, criminal money. Because this system doesn't clearly separate clean money from dirty money, it mixes them. And once they're mixed, it becomes almost impossible to tell the difference. That's how money laundering works, not by hiding money, but by blending it until it looks like everything else. And here's where it gets uncomfortable. Sometimes you don't even have to be part of it to be used by it. There are methods where money is deposited into normal people's bank accounts in small amounts across different locations. It looks like a regular transfer, nothing suspicious, but your account becomes a bridge, a connection point in a much larger chain you can't see. You receive money, someone confirms it, and somewhere else a completely different transaction is completed. You never notice, you never question it, but the system just moved through you quietly. This is why it's so hard to detect. Nothing looks obviously wrong. Small deposits, normal transactions, familiar patterns. Everything feels routine. Even banks sometimes miss it because both human thinking and financial systems are trained to look for obvious problems, big spikes, strange behavior. But this system hides inside what looks normal. Volume becomes camouflage, thousands of real transactions hiding a few dangerous ones. And once money passes through enough layers, it becomes clean, not because it is, but because no one can trace it anymore. Now, here's how it affects you, even if you never use these systems. Dirty money doesn't disappear, it enters the economy. It distorts prices, creates unfair advantages, and quietly reshapes opportunities. So you end up working harder, earning money, but still feeling like you're not moving forward, like something invisible is holding you back. And in a way, it is. Because you're playing inside a system that isn't as clean as it looks, your brain avoids complexity. It chooses what's easy to understand and ignores what feels too complicated. So you focus on budgeting, saving, and cutting expenses while ignoring how money actually flows around you. You try to control what's visible while the invisible system keeps influencing everything, prices, opportunities, even how money moves in your own life. So the problem was never just discipline. It was never just spending. It was never just you. You've been trying to win in a system you were never taught, to see a system where money doesn't always follow effort, but flow. And once you understand that, you stop asking, why am I always behind? And start asking, where is the money actually moving? You're not bad with money, you've just been looking at it the way most people do, on the surface. But money has layers, and once you start seeing them, you don't just earn differently, you think differently. And if this changed the way you see money, then the other stories on Wealth Paradox will take you even deeper into how this system really works. Go explore them. You'll start seeing things most people never notice.